You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football and Turkish Super Lig podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to a brand new edition of Turkish Football and Turkish Super League podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll recap what happened in the week 32, and we'll preview week 33 coming up starting this Friday. But before that, on Thursday, there's a very important match for the team that represents, the only team that represents Turkey in the Europe competition. The Fenerbahce will play their second leg match on Thursday in Istanbul against Olympiacos. And if they go through this one, it's going to be tough because they have lost their first match in Greece against Olympiacos 3-2. It was like 3-0, and then they came back to score in the very last minutes of the match, 2 quick goals. So they still have a chance. They still have a hope. It is a big, big game on Thursday for Fenerbahce. We wish them a lot of luck on Thursday. We hope that Fenerbahce could go through, but it's going to be a very tough match for Fenerbahce in Istanbul. If they do, they will go and advance to the next round. As I said, Fenerbahce is the only team that represents Turkey in the European competition. Beşiktaş is gone, Galatasaray is gone from the Champions League, and so Fenerbahce is the only team. Fenerbahce is in second place, following Galatasaray in the Turkish Super Lig. So we'll get to those, and then we'll get to some of the news that I have from the Turkish Super League, Turkish football in general. But let's recap what happened in week 32. It was a low scoring weekend, we could say, as you know, because of the international break and the holiday that was going on in Turkey. The week 32 started on Friday. It ended on Monday. And there were only 26 goals scored in week 32. The important matches that we saw on Saturday, Beşiktaş. Yes, Beşiktaş, the chaos team, still struggling at home and away. This time at home, while they were winning the match 1-0 in a very last 15 minutes, Samsunspor, the team that I talked about a lot on this podcast, the team that started the league with only 1 point. They were in the bottom of the barrel. And Marcus Gisol, the German coach, took over the team. And right now, they are in the 12th place with a 1 point earned. And they still have pretty chances to go into a relegation zone, but they're in much better. So with Marcus Gisdal, Samsunspor is still moving in the standings in the Turkish Super League. So after Trabzonspor losing at home on Friday against Sivasspor, and the third place was up for grabs for Beşiktaş again. How many chance that Beşiktaş is going to get and they're going to destroy their chances? Well, after a draw match, 1-1, Fernando Santos, the coach, Portuguese coach, who coached Polish national team, who coached Portuguese national team, was sacked after this match. Now, this season so far, Beşiktaş already gone through 6 coaches, actually 5 coaches, because they're bringing back to another coach that used to coach from the farm team, Serdar. So he will be the coach for the remaining of the season. We have 6 matches to go in the Turkish Super League, and Beşiktaş still has a chance to grab the third place along with Rizespor, who's making waves just like Samsunspor, the team who's the brand new comer this season. Samsunspor and Rizespor are collecting much of the points and claiming going up in the standings. So still the third place is between Trabzonspor, Beşiktaş, and I could say Rizespor. The important match that happened on Saturday before Monday's match, Fatih Karagümrük at home lost to Fenerbahce 2-1, and after winning this match, Fenerbahce captured the first place before Sunday's match, and they moved to first place, and then Galatasaray at the end of the weekend in the week 32, they beat Alanyaspor. Actually, this match was on Monday, and in Alanya, the first half was disaster. We did not see a good Galatasaray team in the first half. But after making a couple changes in the second half by Okan Buruk, Galatasaray trashed Alanyaspor after Alanyaspor coach in the first half was red carded and he was sent to standings. So Alanyaspor was without the coach. And Galatasaray in the second half, like I said, coach of Galatasaray, Okan Buruk, made two changes. Hakim Ziyech came in and then changed the whole thing in up front. Yes, Barış Alper Yılmaz scored exactly two same goals, along with Icardi and Hakim Ziyech. So Galatasaray looked like a team that we saw before in the second half. But I think after not playing for a few days, few weeks, the Galatasaray in the first half looked like a very slow team. But at the end, they won this match 4-0, and they are back on top of Turkish Super League. As we go into the last 6 weekends, the first place team is right now is Galatasaray with 87 points. The second place team, Fenerbahce, with 85 points. As I said, the third place, Trabzonspor with 52 points. There are two teams with 48 points. Beşiktaş and Rizespor is challenging Trabzonspor for the third place. Even the seventh place, sixth place, and seventh place, who has 46 points, Başakşehir and Kasımpaşa, still has a chance to capture the third place in the last 6 weekends in the Turkish Super League. The bottom of the barrel, the last team, Istanbulspor, is already said goodbye to Turkish Super League with 16 points. Now, it is very crucial. The relegation zone and the danger zone teams are in the hot seat. They are playing against each other in the next 6 weeks. They are playing against the big teams. 19th place Pendikspor will face Galatasaray this weekend. Pendik, who has 30 points. Fatih Karagümrük. They will play Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, who has 30 points also. Gaziantep. Remember, the Gaziantep changed the coach, and the rookie coach, Selçuk İnan, former Galatasaray player, took the team. The only thing he did so far, got a point, beat actually Beşiktaş when he first came into Gaziantep. Ever since that, Gaziantep is not winning matches. They have only 31 points. The 16th place, Hatayspor, with 33 points. 15th place, Konyaspor, with 36. 14th place, Kayseri, with 37 points. And 13th place, Ankaragücü, the team who's going to be facing Beşiktaş 3 times in next 20 days in the Turkish Cup and also league match this coming weekend, which starts on Friday, who has 37 points. And the 12th place Samsunspor, who has 38 points. As we go into the last 6 weekends in the Turkish Super League, still is not out of the danger zone. So it is going to be a very, very hot and very difficult matches coming up for these teams. They need to win. Now, as far as I told you about the Thursdays, Fenerbahce game will be happening on Thursday. Fenerbahce will be at home against Olympiacos. The first match was won by Olympiacos. And I hope that Fenerbahce could advance to the next round. We wish them a lot of luck. As far as the week 33 coming up, and before that, let me give you a couple very important news. What I could say, Turkish Football Federation's elections coming up. The football committee, right now, the club's associate president, Ali Koç, says they want the elections done before the national team European tour, but the TFF officials want this in this election after the tournament is over. Now, one thing that is happening in the Turkish Super Lig matches, Turkish Football Federation brought in foreign VAR officials. This past weekend, in the crucial matches, there were foreign VAR officials up on top doing the official job. So they will be doing that next 6 weekends in the Turkish Super League. As far as the week 33, as I said, it will start on Friday, this coming Friday. Beşiktaş will start the week 33 at home against Ankaragücü. Very important match for both teams. Beşiktaş needs to win this match and they collect that 3 points. On the other hand, Ankaragücü is in the relegation zone. They need points too. On Saturday, there are four matches. İstanbulspor will be at home against Fatih Karagümrük. The team is in relegation zone. And Konyaspor will be at home against Alanya. Kayseri will be hosting Trabzonspor, and Samsunspor will be at home against Adana Demirspor. On Sunday, Başakşehir will be at home against Rize. Gaziantep will be hosting Kasımpaşa at home, and Antalyaspor will host Hatayspor. And Sunday's last match, Galatasaray will host Pendikspor. Now, Galatasaray could win this match, but on the other hand, Pendikspor, who is in relegation zone with 30 points, looked for a surprise there, but Galatasaray is much better team, but they need to play the second half like they did like second half, not the first half against Alanyaspor this past weekend. So we'll see what happens. On Monday, Fenerbahce, after playing this Conference League match, they will travel to Sivas, and they will face Sivasspor in Sivas on Monday. So after that Sivas match, and next weekend, very crucial match for Fenerbahce, they will face Beşiktaş in the week 34 weekend matches. So there are a lot of things to happen yet. We know one thing. Actually, we don't know anything. The title is up for grabs between Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. As we look into Galatasaray with 87 points, Fenerbahce with 85 points. The last, in the week 37, this two teams, Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, will be at home. Actually, Galatasaray will be going to be at home. It should be a very interesting match. This game should decide who will win the title this season in the Turkish Super League. So stay tuned for after week 33, actually week 34. We'll come back, do another podcast for you. We'll give you more information, and listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And follow me on X, at Twitter, at Turkish Soccer. See you next time. Bye-bye.